Hello students, very good morning. This is the lecture number 3rd of the chapter number 4, Animal Kingdom. And students, in this lecture we are going to define the ahead basis of classification. In previous lecture we were studying about the level of body organization. Now here we are going to complete 2 levels of the classification basis: body symmetry and germ layer. So students, let's going to begin with the body symmetry. What is body symmetry? Students, different animals have different shape, sizes and structure. The symmetry means similar. The symmetry means just similar. If an animal body can be divided into 2 or more equal half in any crustacean plane, this is called the symmetry. As for example, we take here an example of this letter, that is the capital B. When we divide it with a vertical line, then it gets divided into 2 equal halves, and their isomeric forms can be also, if we only draw the half of the letter and just place it up a polished surface of the mirror, then this letter is completed as capital P. So this is just called symmetry. If we are going to divide letter O, then we can divide it into many equal and alike parts. It means in infinite number of equal sizes or equal shapes. So this is called the symmetry. Now students, I hope you understand, when an animal's body can be divided to 2 or more equal half, this is called the symmetry or body symmetry. The body symmetry on the basis of shape of animal's body is of following 2 types. The first one is asymmetrical. In asymmetrical, the animal's body are irregular in shape, that's why called asymmetrical. As for example, amoeba. The amoeba's body is irregular in shape, it never found in any particular shape of the body. So we can never divide an amoebaid body into 2 or more equal half, because each of the segments are differing their shapes. Likewise students, sponges of the phylum Coelenterata, of the phylum Porifers, sponges are the members of porifers. All the porifers have no different body shape and sizes. As for example, here this is a structure of Euspongia, that is called bathing sponge. Then how can we divide on any crustacean plane? It means by vertically or horizontally. We cannot divide the body of Euspongia This is called true body sponge into two or more equal half. So such kind of the body symmetry is called asymmetry, and this is found in the organism or animal's body which have no particular shape and sizes. Is that clear? Now students, next one is the symmetrical. It means it includes the animals whose body can be divided into two or more equal half on any crustacean plane. So the symmetrical type of body organization is further divided into two parts. The first one is the radial symmetry and second one is the bilateral symmetry. Students, radial symmetry, as its name clear that when an animal body can be divided into more number of radially segmentation, this is called the radial symmetry. As for example, here I take a diagram of the Hydra, the most representative member of Salentrata. This is a structure of Hydra, and these are the presence of tentacles in them. So a Hydra body can be radially divided into more than two or more equal halves. We can divide a Hydra body into two or more equal halves. So this is the member which possesses the radially body symmetry, and this is the most representative member of the phylum Salentrata, and they are called Salentrates. Likewise, the comb jelly body can be also divided into more and more number of equal halves because they possess the radial symmetry. Likewise, sea anemone is also a member belonging to the phylum Chordates, have radial body symmetry. The starfish, yes students, starfish, the member of phylum Echinodermata. Very good. What? Echinodermata also possess radial body symmetry because their body can be radially divided into more equal half, or you can say that about 10 equal halves. Is that clear? This is the radially symmetrical, and this is the structure of a starfish. This is the chiton, and this is the hydra. So students, the phylum Salentrata, Echinophora and Echinoderms possess the radial body symmetry. Now, bilateral body symmetry. As the name clear that bi means two, lateral means from the surface or any particular crustacean plane, as along the y-axis or along the x-axis. Is that clear, student? So here the animal's body can be divided into two equal halves on any crustacean plane, either at horizontal surface or at vertical surface. Then such type of the body organization possessed by the animal, that is called with bilateral body symmetry. So students, here we take the example of just human. The human body, this is the head part. You can just take a model of human. This is the head part, and this is their thorax to abdominal part, and this is the pelvic part, and here are the limbs. Then their body can be equally divided into two equal number of each and every organs. Each and every organs of this human body can be divided into two equal halves on this crustacean plane. Yes. Each of the body organs is divided into two equal halves on this y-axis. So this type of the body symmetry caused by any of the members is called bilateral body symmetry. This is the structure of a crab. A crab body can be also divided into two equal halves. So the crab also causes bilateral body symmetry. The members from of about Platyhelminthes up to the member chordates causes bilateral body symmetry except the some of the echinoderms. Yes, students, the echinoderms causes bilateral, not bilateral but radial body symmetry. Is that clear? Now students, going to discuss about the germ layer. What are germ layers? Germ layers are just the embryonic layers through which the origination of the various organ and organ systems take place in higher categories of organisms from lower to higher. There the systematic positions are differ on the basis of presence of number of germ layers. Most of the members causes two germ layers, whereas few remaining causes all the three germ layers. It means there are three germ layers, three embryonic layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So this is the basis on which the organism in multicellular are divided into two groups. The first one is the diploblastic organization, and next one is the triploblastic organization. With the help of this diagram, here I represented the different layer of cells or group of tissues in germ layers. With the help of this diagram, this is the bluish coloring appear cells are the aggregated form of ectoderm in both of the diagram 1 and diagram 2. And the red color is the middle layer, and in diploblastic this layer is the false layer. So it seems to be absent of this layer, and beside the cells there is a tissue fluid is filled that is called mesoglia. What? Mesoglia. Either few number of cells of the mesoglial are present that secretes the fluid or viscous fluid. So it seems to be absence of the middle layer, hence called diploblastic. But in this category, the middle layer or mesoderm is designated. So there is the presence of mesoderm, and this is the innermost layer of the embryo, that is the endoderm, and the cell of the endoderms are illustrated here with black patches. So what we found here? We found here in diploblastic organization, the ectoderm and endoderm embryonic layer are present, and the middle layer is incompletely present, having a fluid structure that is called mesoglia and having few number of mesoglial cells which secretes the viscous fluid. So it is assumed that there is absence of middle layer. There is absence of middle layer or partially presence of the middle layer or mesoderm. Hence, the members belonging or possess such type of organization in their body are called diploblastic organism, and such type of organization is called diploblastic body organization. Coelentrates possess such type of body organization like hydra, jellyfish, which is also called Aurelia in biological terms, Physalia. The Portuguese man of war are also the example of the phylum Coelentrates. Okay, phylum Coelentrata, and the members are called Coelentrates. Is that clear, student? This is the structure of diploblastic. Only ectoderm and endoderm germ layers are well developed. The mesoderm layer is partially present. Is that clear? Now in diploblastic organization, the members which possess are the phylums which possess such type of body germ layers are called diploblastic members and diploblastic body organization. In this type of the embryonic germ layers, all the three germ layers are present: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So the members from platyhelminthes to up to the chordates possess the diploblastic type of body organization. Thus, students, this is about the body symmetry and germ layer. I hope all of you understand these both topics very well. We will meet in next video lecture with the new topic, that is the coelom and segmentation of the body, as well as trying to cover the notochord also. So thanks for joining today's lecture.